Hello everyone, this is Dancinlobsta, and today I'm going to be doing a replay analysis. And so this is a 2.3k game. We're going to be following the Lifestealer in this game. Let's get it going. So doing this replay analysis, I was asking around on Reddit, and this person had a replay that they want me to do. And so for this replay, I'm going to be focusing a lot on the laning stages of the game. We're going to be in player perspective for this. We're watching the Lifestealer. And then this game is an hour and 13 minutes, and I want to try and keep this video around half an hour. So once we get out of the laning stage, I'm going to be skipping around a lot and just looking for some team play things where I haven't watched the replay, but looking at the Dota buff, I can guess that I'll be able to find some key moments where his team made some wrong decisions. So just to start off with the laning stage, he started off with a stout shield, a ring protection, and 2 tangos. It doesn't look like they're gonna have that aggressive a offlane for him. So he might have been able to get away with something a little greedier, like just tangos and a mango. But this is actually pretty good. You want to have that extra regen in lane. You don't need to start with a coiling blade because you can get it in the side shop. Alright, so it's gonna be an offlane brew. Just, classic pub things. You can get the rune, but that's fine. Runes aren't as big of a deal anymore since they don't give experience. So he's against an offlane Brewmaster. It looks like he will be solo. Or no, Jakiro's gonna come with him. Alright, so the way he's blocking right now, you see he's pretty much just relying on his cursor to slow his movement speeds. And when you creep block, you really want to be using that stop key, just because it makes your character actually stop as opposed to just moving side to side. And it usually blocks the creep better. You want to do like a combination of it. So we're going to be watching. He's going to miss the last hit now because he chose to hit that creep. That's just like a small thing. So you saw right there that he missed that last hit, and the reason for that is because he was trying to predict when the creeps were hitting it, but because the Brewmaster was aggroing the creep wave attacking Jakiro, they stopped hitting that creep, and it really threw him off. And that's something that you need to look at for, is if the enemy's drawing the creep aggro, obviously the creep you're looking for isn't going to die as quick. That's why he missed that last hit. And so what we're going to look for a lot is he really needs to be denying these range creeps. With the newest patch, they give so much experience that he missed that one. He just open wounds when he's drunken haze, so not the best. But level 2 Lifestealer really doesn't have much kill potential alone, and I think you would definitely need Rage before you get a kill on Brewmaster. Just for the extra attack speed. Teammate single pulled, which is not good. It's going to end up feeding the Brewmaster a lot of experience. He's doing the right thing though. If he had actually double pulled or pulled to the hard camp, he kept the creep wave outside of his tower range, which is really good because the tower range pushes the wave. You don't want that. So he's getting the good last hits. Whenever there's not an enemy in lane, you need to be getting every last hit. That's super important. And he's doing a good job of that. But like I said, when the enemy was there, he missed quite a few. That's not something you want to happen. He definitely could have been denied that creep. There's definitely enough time to get the last hit too. Now he's getting boots. So it's one of those things where he has a lot of tangos. So I think when the wave's a little bit further back in the tower, he should definitely be, and especially when he's got a double wave like this, double range creep, now triple range creep. He should definitely be just hitting the Brewmaster because he brought enough regen that he can take the hits from the creep waves and still be full health. And I haven't looked at it. I don't think he's looked at it. If we look at the Brewmaster's item, he's out of regen. Every hit you get on him, he's gonna be stuck there. And so I'm assuming he only came to the lane with tangos and boots. I should have checked that at the beginning to see how to play the lane. But with the amount of tangos he had, he definitely should have been playing more aggressive. And when the Jakiro like slows him, for instance, he should have just been smacking him. player perspective here. And so I looked at the game a little bit, and it looks like this Dragon Knight is going to be feeding a little bit and not having much game presence, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. He might contribute to some pushes or something. So with a wave like this where it's almost even, alright, so he's good. He started hitting his own creeps. He should be smacking his creeps every chance he gets. And he should have done it a little bit earlier. This wave would have been a little bit more in his favor. He probably would have just had the range creep. So he's actually going to be able to bring the wave back a little bit here, which is good. He won't have two range creeps, and he's not going to have a catapult creep. So this wave's going to start pushing, which is good. You want it away from the enemy tower. The little thing I'm noticing is he does have time in between his last hits. He should definitely be looking to see what else he's been seeing on the map. He's been seeing that the Brewmaster's rotated. He should definitely look to see what Top's doing. I mean, that just comes down to camera control. Is you need to be able to be quick to look. He doesn't need to look at this kill happen, but he should be looking at what the items are, what levels they're at, because the enemy mid, you want to know what level they're at, because they can start ganking at any time, and especially with an Enchantress jungle and an Nature's Prophet mid. Like, Nature's Prophet is gonna have so many levels, and it's so important to know. You can even just check the scoreboard. He's level 6, and so that means that there's a huge global presence on the enemy team right now, and I'm not sure if he's aware of it. We'll see if it happens that he gets ganked or not. He might not, but it's just something that you need to be looking out for. He has enough tangos that he can take this creep wave. A little bit of sloppy mouse movement there, but that's alright. That's good. He ended up getting the rest of the masted, so. Just gonna take a look at what the rest of the game's going on right now, see what other people are doing, just so I can get a grasp on this. Brewmaster, I don't know, he's going early BKB, maybe, who knows? Could be an Echo Saber, I guess. Probably is. Nature's Prophet's probably rushing Midas. Let's see. Enchantress already has her Midas because the team didn't put pressure on the jungle. I'd say he definitely should have with Ricky. Slark. What's are at? Offlane DK.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Recipe rush. Wow. Oh, Master Split was committed. They probably would try to go on him and he was low health. We'll see what happens when he comes out. Okay, he's kind of low. We didn't get a kill of it, so that's good. And this is one of those things, if he had a mango, he'd have enough mana for open wounds in this, but they get the kill anyways. And so at this point, he's got 2k gold. I personally would like to see that go into, like, the popular build nowadays is you go Phase Boots and then you get Echo Saber or S and Y. You kind of don't go both, you kind of go one. But we'll see what he gets. He's got the Ringer Protection, so I don't think you ever need to build Iron Talon. You can. I don't think it's that important. Because a lot of times with Lifestealer in this meta, in this patch, you can get a lot of kills. And you can be pretty active very early on, once you hit around level 8-ish. And that happens very easily when you're safe laning. And Lifestealer is one of those heroes that you don't need a support babysitting you if it's just against a solo offlaner, or even some dual lanes. Because of your lifesteal, you're always going to have a little bit of health. And you can always transition to the jungle. So. I'm not expecting much from this DK for full game. See, you never want to just... You need boots. Like, how is Lina ever... Oh, she had 2 levels in Fiery Soul. Like, how is Lina ever going to get any kills when she can't catch up to people? How is she ever going to be able to manage in a lane where the enemy Nature's Prophet could just continually run at her and like smack her? Like, that's just such a terrible thing to do. It's just buy a recipe. I mean, she probably like panic bought it, or she's probably going for the quest. And she's not great at farming, so she's just going straight for the Aether Lens, but I don't know. I guarantee you she's wasted so much time because she doesn't have boots. Or she could have made up that GPM and still gotten her 12-minute Aether Lens wherever the quest is. Let's back up here. I want to see what this Lifestealer just did. Because it looks like he teleported back to base in an uncontested lane and then walked back. And that is not something you should be doing. I understand that there's MP. Alright, so he sees that they're all top. Buys. Oh, so he's going. Oh, yeah, he told me about this. He said he went for the Aether Lens quest. And so he's going to sell it. Alright, so the way he did it, I think he lost a lot of his gold. I'm just going to forgive that and just say, you know, in the glory of getting battle points. I get it. So we'll forgive him walking back for now. Okay. So that's one of those things he should have looked at his items to see if he had a shadow amulet. That's not a kill you can get if he does. That detection. Oh, so he did a really great thing. I cannot stress this enough. If you are a carry, you do need to be buying dust. Thank you so much. Because carries, they just like, they'll blame their supports. They're like, why don't my supports have dust? You know? That's why I'm missing these kills. When you're a carry and you have so many open slots like this, like, you have no excuse not to be carrying dust, especially when you're a pretty active carry like Lifestealer. So that's really good. So he has it now, so can't fault him too much. He's reacting well to his mistakes. He's just gonna be farming here. We're gonna look around. Yeah, Brewmaster's going Echo Saber. Might be for a quest, like I said. Who knows nowadays in pubs.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Enchantress has a Midas. I don't think the enemy or Lifestealer's team has much clue how farm she is. She's level 8 already. She has a Midas. She's gonna be pretty strong throughout the whole game now. Cause I mean, Lifestealer can actually tear her apart. He does really well. His rage stops untouchable, and he does a lot of damage. And she does not have much HP. I mean, she will be going Dragonlance and probably Aghs after, but still, he can still rip through her. So she might not be that big of a problem as long as he can jump on her. But we'll see how he optimize. I definitely think he should go Echo Saber, Desolator, Blink, or maybe Blink Desolator. I could pull up the Dota buff, but bit of surprise. Dragon Knight going to town, not doing anything. Crystal Maiden's going the Shadow Blade route. I don't know how she has this much farm. Not much farm, but she's not buying the support items she needs. Lena got her Aether Lens, so now she'll actually start building right, hopefully. And he's pushing. Perfectly fine. There's a stalemate going mid right now. And he's pushing. That's exactly what you want. Because especially in lower tier games, this is when I was in 2K, I would see this. And I play with some of my lower MMR friends. And I've had this happen in games. Is that stalemate mid happens. Right now it was 4 versus 4. They're both just kind of standing on both sides of the river. Not really sure how to push. And when you're a carry or a core in that situation, what you do is you buy a TP and you go push another lane, because you're putting pressure on their lane. So either they're gonna mess up and they're gonna 2-man respawn probably to that push. You just back off and then your team, and then you can TP mid and you're a 5 versus 3 now type of situation. And even if they only put one away, you TP back to mid maybe, or you don't even have to TP back to mid. But if you do, now it's a 5 versus 3 or 5 versus 4, and you're the one who has map control at that point. When there's a stalemate mid, no one's winning. So you have to, when there's a 5 versus 5, no one's winning, you need to be taking control of that situation and knowing, I can farm anywhere on the map right now. And even if it was only like a 4 versus 4, and the other person on the map's missing, chances are you'll be fine at this stage of the game. So you have to be the one looking for the map pressure and recognizing that this team isn't doing something right now. They were all three of these people were just sitting mid, and no one's farming this lane that's been pushing. Dragon Knight's feeding, but he wastes his stun on a Dark Pact. That's just like a tip, is if a Slark's gonna jump you, almost every Slark is gonna start off with a Dark Pact because of the early game magic damage it's gonna do. You have to just count for that and just wait it out, and then you use your stun. And that's, I mean, you might die anyways just because Slark is a really strong hero, and you can take down most people early game. But that's your best chance at living, is he's gonna jump you, just wait out the Dark Pact, you know it's gonna happen, and then you stun, and then you hopefully can get away. You never know. Master split. Slark was still here. Made an ult. Not much your team done there. You're farming away. This Lifestealer's farming away though. It's good. What does he have? Buy something. He's got a Yasha and someone. Alright, so he's got an S and Y route. Still good. I think it's good here. I think Echo Saber. Against a Slark, I would definitely want to go Echo Saber Basher type deal. Not Basher right after, but eventually. Just because you need the lockdown. But so, 2 Shadow Blades on the enemy team. This should give me some general information. You just went in with... Alright. Okay, so you took the creep all the way from mid. So if you're gonna gank with a creep, shouldn't be a satyr. It should definitely be a... Yeah. So now hopefully you've learned that Crystal Mane is just gonna Ice Frost any of your creeps that you go in with, and you're basically useless. So hopefully that won't happen again. If you're gonna gank with a creep, you want it to be one of the net creeps. One of yeah, none of them are spawned. Yeah. Or a centaur. But generally, you want to save Infest for the fights, because early game, a lot of fights are gonna happen around creep waves, and you can always use it to either get out, or if it's near the end of the fight, you can use it to get that last bit of damage. So we're at 15 minutes. The early game's pretty much done. I'm going to try and fast forward a little bit and just kind of try and get some general tips going on. Ganked here. He's only... I don't like this skill build. I'm going to talk about it after this fight. Used his Infest for damage. It's alright. Died. So, for Lifestealer, you can survive with 1 point in Feast in lane. And to an extent, you should be able to jungle fine with it once you have your like phase boots, +1 item or whatever. And so this kind of just put 1 point into everything skill build, not the way to do it. So then you put a point into open wounds. Generally, if you're laning and you have a lane support, you want your build to be 3-0 or 3-1-1. And the reason for that is you're farming. You can get an early phase boots, and with those phase boots, you can almost guarantee get on top of someone with open wounds, especially against a melee terrible offlaner like Brewmaster. And at that point, like that's the only way open wounds scales is with its cast range. And I understand that's great to have it, like, I don't know, kind of leveled up with everything else, but you don't need that range when you get the phase boots early and they have a slow melee offlaner. And then you want to put the points in rage just because of the attack speed and also the extended duration. This Brewmaster, this Drunken Haze, you definitely want that extended duration. And then as for Feast,
double damage.
I don't think it should ever be anywhere near as skilled as Rage is. Max 2 points if like you're having a terrible lane and you need to jungle, or maybe 3 even, but that's not the case this game. And also he skipped a point Infest, which is not good. You want that lower cooldown, just because, and also level 2, really important. You can get into an Ancient creep, and the Black Dragon you can farm pretty fast. So you see his GPM isn't that great, and I think a lot of that was, he was laning, and I think there's a lot of dead time where we saw him just chilling around the secret shop here. when I think there could have definitely been some opportunities to go farm the jungle. Especially after he took down the tower. He definitely should have gone through the whole jungle. So now, he infested again. He's trying to clear the creep waves. But like we said, it's level 1. Maybe, is that a replay bug? It only looks like it went on cooldown for... No, I don't know. No. So, he could have done more damage there. He would have a less cooldown. I would never use a clear wave like that, especially level 1 and probably not even level 2. Nice, he brought the dust. Almost got the kill. Good in practice. You did dive and you got punished for it. Happens, but I don't know. I probably would have made the same play. Big wave here. No one's farming it. Just some small team stuff. Lena has both their spells. She cleared all those range creeps. They lose a tower for free, basically. Or gaining nothing.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So he's way behind at this point. In the free farm lane he had. Good, he raged off that. He should infest his teammate right now and pop out. Alright, he did it a little late, but he had the right idea. That's exactly, he was really low. Slark was gonna Dark Pact and possibly kill him, so he infested his teammate and then got out. Perfectly fine. He just needed to be a little bit more quicker. So he's farming. He's close to his SNY now. Okay. He infested to dodge a gank. I'll take it. Fine. Nice.
Radiant's structures under attack. Radiant's middle
Pretty standard. He's raged. It's just a simple fight. Once again. Oh. Alright, so in that situation. He gets away, so it was fine. But you should. One of the things, if like you have both the creep waves here, you want to infest one of the enemy creeps that they can't kill. And that way your wave's just always gonna push down, and then you'll be scot-free. So he almost died there because he infested one of his own creeps, and the enemy team just killed it. But it worked out. Alright, so this game, I'm gonna skip ahead because this game is like an hour 15 minutes, and I want to see how the tower progression's going. Wow. Okay, so I thought this was gonna be a game where his team was winning, and then they lost control of the game and just lost. But it looks like that is not the case. They've already lost to tier 3, and this is at 33 minutes, so they did get a team wipe though. Alright, so now that they gained, looks like they gained map control for the fight, and now they're pushing. He's got a basher now. He went boots of travel, and that. He needs to just hit him right now. He's saving his rage, that's fine. He never raged once that fight. Not once. And the amount of damage that they're able to output from Dark Pact, might have gotten hit with Wrath of Nature and the CML and her 2 spells. That's not something that should ever happen. You got a free BKB, you need to be using it. It looks like he might get a Rax here. If he doesn't buy back. Wow. At this point, DK and Lifestealer should 100% buy back. I mean, in combination with Shakira, who's up, your Ricky was dealing with a Nature's Prophet, that's fine, but your Lena was there. They definitely could have taken this fight. Enchantress is huge, which is not good. Ricky's going in.
Radiant's middle barracks are under
Give
attack.
detection. Yeah, essentially waste.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So it looks like this game's gonna turn into them holding against super creeps a lot. Mistaken.
This'll come in handy. Illusion.
And a lot of this just comes down to poor item choice in the beginning. We saw a lot of people trying to do quests.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
And also just greedy play in general. Pretty sure the supports haven't been buying detection for the 2 Shadow Blades. Ricky's, I mean, they got dust, but you want to be like, I saw Chikiro had the sentries. I haven't seen that many of them on the map since then, and you got to be proactive about Shadow Blades. A lot of people just think, oh, Shadow Blades, I got a dust, I'm good. Because in the event that they Shadow Blade to initiate, which is how Shadow Blade's most useful, dust doesn't do anything at that point, where sentries can both be used to first off detect that they're about to jump you, and also while they're running away, like if your team has lockdown, you'll be fine dropping a sentry after a stun, and they'll be stunned within range. So, I'm assuming, look at the kills. Slark has 6, 13 assists. Crystal Maiden has 8. I can assume a lot of those are because of Shadow Blade initiations. Just stuff like that that is totally it's going for it. Yeah, see, she brought a sentry. She knew what was up. She just beat it. Beginning of the end.
You think you caught me?
Slark overstays. Welcome. So, let's see that. Alright, so he raged. He's kind of walking around in the fights. He could have been lifestealing up, hitting them. See how much. Well, that was a CM, so he didn't gain that much health. But if he'd have been smacking that Brewmaster that whole time, he would have been 3/4 full. Instead, now his team's getting smacked. Like, let's go back to that. He just was walking around the entire fight. Alright, so they kill Slark. He comes in. Alright, they're sending up. He's got a basher. Shikiro misses Ice Path. So look at him. He's just walking. He got slowed, and now he's just walking. We're right there. He could have just gone straight and started attacking this guy. I understand the Enchantress is attacking him, but the amount of lifesteal he can get, and then he can invest into a teammate if the Enchantress is really doing that much damage. He could have had a lot more health, and never know with the bash on the Master. Either way, he would have done a lot of damage. He would have healed a lot. So they're gonna lose second set of racks. They were obviously ratted by the Just Profit. Dash is. Yep, here we go. There's a bash. So I'm gonna go back to that actually. It's when they have their racks. So go back a little bit more. Just I'm gonna point this out. Their wave's pushing right now. They don't have the fastest wave clears. I mean, maybe if Dragonite was actually farmed at a Maelstrom, their fastest wave clears are Lifestealer, and even not so much until he has his AC, and Lina. This wave, hella pushing in. They don't have the range creep. This wave, they also have the mega super range creep. Before they're looking to take a fight, which they are right now, they're outside of their base. They're kind of looking around to see if there's enemy heroes. You need to know that you're against the Nature's Prophet and you have 2 side lanes pushing right now. And that is never going to end well for you. So you see Nature's Prophet, he starts up, he's already got trains there, so he's fine. And he's going bot. And we're going to look how much damage he does just because this team, they were all just kind of sitting outside of their base, not doing anything. They're just sitting there, they're kind of looking for a fight, they're kind of just out there to get jumped. And you'll see Lina just kind of ditches the fight. But Nature's Prophet, he recognizes that, you're not doing anything. And Nature's Prophet built, she's got his Desolator. And he gets free racks. because they wasted the team wasted Radiant wasted so much time being inefficient, just sitting around when they had a wave pushing here, they had a wave pushing at both the stairs that they could have been farming. So they're gonna lose their racks here, right? No, they don't. Okay. And that's like master easy to finish that off, and it'd been worth. So that was just not recognizing how pushed in your lanes were against Nature's Prophet, and so he stunned just at the end of Dark Pact, right? He's got it. Oh, the detection again. Where is it? I understand that's 2 cores now. Oh, yeah, Dust. He didn't use it. Gotta be looking out for that. So, one of the ways I find that you gotta remember to use your all of your kit, whether it be your items and skills, is if you're in a fight. Alright, so going into a fight, you need to know what you can do. You need to know, alright, if I get frostbitten, I need to rage. If I get drunken hazed, I need to rage. And you need to go into a fight having that in the back of your mind, so that when one of those things happens, it triggers and you go, what was I supposed to do? I was supposed to rage. You look to see if you have it. In the same vein, you need to know, alright, before any fight occurs, even if you're just farmers, like, if someone invises, I need to dust. And you might not even have dust in your inventory at the time, but you need to know, alright, I'm going to buy dust, I'm going to have it, because I have open slots right now for items. I don't need a stout shield at 43 minutes, you know, stuff like that. I have boots at travel. You do not need a stout shield. Stout shield is absolutely worthless and a waste of space. At this point, you should also probably have a gem on your team, which I don't think you do, but... And it needs to be reactionary, or just like, it needs to trigger something when you see one of these things happen, whether it be you get a frostbite, you need to rage, you see a brewmaster split, like, I don't know, or you see an enchantress near you need to open wounds, rage, or stuff like that. And if someone goes invis, you need to dust. It needs to be reactionary, and it just needs to be something that pops up in your head when one of those things happens, and you'll find that you'll miss a lot less of the kills that you should be getting. So we're gonna jump ahead again. Looks like they just won another fight and lost to tier 3. Not that big, whatever. We're gonna jump ahead again. Alright, so this is why I thought they were gonna be in the lead this game, is because I saw they did have a tier 3 mid. So it looks like they did alright. They were fending off some pushes. Their lanes are pushed right now, which is good. He's going deep. He doesn't have rage right now. He's full health. He's fine. They get the kill. Doesn't need to infest here. Alright, so he was definitely fine. There's no way a Slark was gonna keep running into him. So they need to back right now. They lost their Lena and their Dragonite, their 2 best cores. He's just gonna die. Had a gem and he lost it. So we're gonna go back right here and just look at this. Your team gets the tier 3 tower. I'm gonna speed up. Your team, you have your full team. Lena's dead. You're here, you're alone, their Brewmaster and Enchantress are dead. You're getting a free, you died, but you're getting a tier 3 tower. You get kill. You're running away. Good. You still know that you're down a man. Brewmaster's gonna be up. Slark's gonna heal really fucking fast. Sorry. You get a tier 3 back right now. That is all you can take in this situation. You're not built back rate to push. I mean, you have an AC, which is good. They have all their cores up, and their Enchantress, who's a jungle core, does a lot of damage. You guys should have backed 100%. You need to recognize that you only have 2 people there, and all their cores are up. All of them. And so that's probably going to end up being huge. I bet they're going to push off that. Let's see. They might not. Oh, they're pushing. You're dead for 49 right now. You buy back. That's a buyback you didn't need to have. You could have been alive for this fight, and you might die here, and then you could have had a buyback. Let's see. Alright, so you guys do alright. Still. This could have been a situation where you didn't need a buyback. That's a really good fest. You were taking a lot of damage from Enchantress.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So you guys defended, but it cost you a buyback you didn't need. We're going to jump ahead a little bit more. We're at the 60-minute mark now. Oh, let's see how you die. So we're going to see this right now. Oh wait, let's go play perspective. So you see Slark's there. Looks like you're trying to go on him. I don't think you'll ever be able to catch a Slark like that without blink. They'll always see you coming. That's one thing I think you should have gone blink this game. You can catch up, you just profit, you can get up on Enchantress. And Slark, once you get Abyssal Blade, you have a chance of getting some good lockdown on him. That's how fast he is. So you guys are pushing mid, both your lanes are pushed, that's fine. If Lena doesn't have boots to travel, this is not good. She does, alright, so that's fine. You guys have 2 Desolators, so you can push. Alright, so Lena's here, so that's good. I'm gonna guess that the Radiant dives right now and does not focus objectives. So Enchantress did a ton of damage. It killed the Slark. And Rax. Nope. Alright, so you're still killing, that's fine. At this point you need to infest. Nope. So you need to recognize when Enchantress is hitting you that her projectile speed's so slow that once one starts hitting you, 3 are already in the air and coming to get you. And it's hard to see them sometimes, but that's something you need to know is happening, and same thing happened again. Rad and probably gonna get Megist. And this is that situation where he doesn't have buyback now. You know, he's got 5k gold he didn't spend, no buyback. He also didn't use it on an item, like a blink. So you got punished for it, you know. He's just profit is backdooring you guys. And that's probably just gonna be the beginning of the end, to be honest. Oh, it's already been happening, but. So I was wrong. They didn't dive. They were going for all the kills they should have. But there was this problem where an Enchantress is on the back lines, just super long range. Let's look at her range here. Look how that's her range right there. That's how far she can attack. And she was just going to town. No one was going on her. And you have so many people that can go on her. Ricky, with that much attack speed, should probably be able to go on her. You could, if you had a blink, you definitely could have gone on her. Instead, you were going for the BKB Crystal Maiden, which I understand she was doing damage, but your team walked out of the freezing field. Like, she wasn't that big of a deal anymore. Like, Enchantress was doing so much damage there. So I think this game came down to just poor itemization. I think a blink would have gone a long way. That's for future builds. And then your team just overall not making the best decisions. So I think I'm gonna call it there. We're gonna just quickly look. It's just gonna be defending against Mega Crease, I assume, and then losing. And looks like they're making one last 2 raw. I mean, it looks like they got a wipe. It's not gonna matter.
Radiant's Ancient is under attack.
So that's the game. I hope I was able to give some insight, point out some mistakes and some itemization things, and I was hopefully just for the Lifestealer, I hope I pointed out some good tips, but I also hope that I brought up some good points about what your team needs to be doing as a team and ways you need to play against certain matchups like Brewmaster, Slark, and Enchantress, and MP. So I hope this helped, guys. I'm gonna call it there. If you have any tips or criticisms for me, as I'm very new to this, and I would love any feedback. So hope you subscribe.